Hello everyone, it was a while that I haven't done a tour of my tower, so I decided to do another episode of My Tower is Weird. My Tower is Weird, for the people that don't know, is just I'm reviewing my tower, I explain what I do, the choice that I make, why I make them, the things that I test, things that work, did not work, etc, etc. So right now I am... so I started the 27th of June 2024, so it's been a month, a year and 3 months that I'm actively playing the tower. My total coin earn is about 22Q. I have 63k stones. I'm not a free-to-play player. I have purchased a lot of packs. So if you have 22Q and you are free-to-play or you're not buying packs, it's normal that you're not as advanced as I am in Ultimate Weapon. I have about 228 keys. And if you are looking at my historical on tournament, I am making around 900 wave now after the nerf of ELS. I had one where I actually did very, very poorly, but that was like a weird battle condition. But overall, I'm usually making, like recently, around a little bit more than 800 wave. And I'm constantly in Legend for like now a while. Last time I was in Champion was in March, so it's been a while. So what I will do is that I will give you a run on the left side so you can see actually what I'm doing as a farming run while I'm talking to my tower, so you can see both, and potentially some of the things that I'm explaining you can see it in action within the run that you see on the left side now. Before we did dive into my tower, I want to talk about where do I invest my resources, and then I will explain you why. So talking about the coins to me right now, I'm investing the coins into enemy level skip. It's extremely expensive for me, but it gives me about 0.5% of enemy health level skip every time that I'm clicking on this, which is quite interesting because it allows me to go further into the wave. And as I'm farming a high tier, this is great value. Like the latest tier that I farm is tier 14, and I make about 1 trillion per minute on the last waves. So being able to do 0.5% more health level skip, it's about 50 wave more that I'm capable of doing every time that I'm click here, which is good because this is like high value wave. So this is my priority for the coins. And the second thing that I'm considering at the moment is on the mastery, the card mastery. The one that I really work on, I want to work on is Super Tower Mastery to reduce this cooldown, to be able to get to a level where I have almost constantly the Super Tower Mastery. I'm going to explain about it when I'm talking about the cards. I have done the package mastery because this is just passively increasing the amount of shards that I get for the modules. I think this is important, but I think it's not my priority right now. And then I have also focused a little bit in wave accelerator, so I make more coins quicker. But like really now, it's Super Tower Mastery, my #1 priority. Regarding the gems that I have here, so I invested into the new banner heavily. In Amplifying Strike. I had saved a lot of gems before this banner came out. I had more than 20k gems, so I have been able to make it 5 stars. And on the top now, especially that we had the reward from yesterday tournament, I have 2,400 gems. And why am I keeping the gems here is because I want to unlock the 19th slot that is here. That is my next priority, because to farm the GC here, I need right now to choose between either starting with extra orb or free upgrade. And I like things that are very AFK friendly. So right now I need to switch those two if I want to be doing well. And then also I still don't have the second wind in my cards. I can't fit this. So I think going to 20 cards for my strategy is going to be way nicer. Also, I don't even have the cash. So there is probably like 19 is going to be nice, 20 is going to be okay, and then 21 is going to be probably all I need. So there is still 3 cards that I'm missing and I need to unlock a next card. but I'm going to talk about cards in details later on this video. So my resource here is going for the cards. And then my stones here, I don't go for ultimate weapon right now. What I start to do is I start to unlock the assist module here, because the passive effect that they provide is helping me tremendously. So what you see here is the combination for my tournament. What is interesting is that I am increasing the damage near the bosses, and actually this is quite a good area. I was a bit surprised with this area, but so this is quite a nice area. And then on top of that, I get a bonus of ultimate weapon that is provided by my assist module, which is increasing my damage. So this is great value. I'm not going to unlock further up the things here because they cost a lot of stones, but what I want is to unlock the generator here. So when I farm, because right now I farm with project funding, I can use G-Comp here, which will even lower my cooldown of my ultimate weapon that are economical. Because right now when I'm running a run, most of the time I get cap 120 enemies into my screen, and then I'm wasting some coins. So reducing my cooldown of my ultimate weapon every time that I get a package is going to increase my income. And then later on, what I'm thinking of doing is potentially I could switch to the BHD. I haven't worked on it at all, but that is also a possibility that I stick a BHD here. So that is my stones investment. They are going to go here. Then probably I'm going to unlock those two here, but that costs a lot. It's like 1,000 stones every time. So that is going to be in a long time. And for cards, I'm looking to this mastery. It's probably like one of the last mastery that is very important that I still don't have. That is going to allow me to skip all the waves that are not providing me great value in terms of coins, and directly switch to something that is more value. This is especially important when you are doing runs that are in high tier. You cannot go to 10,000 wave. So having runs that are benefiting you more by just removing the things that are not providing you value is going to increase your coins per day significantly. So that's what I'm looking for. And then finally, last but not least, talking about the keys. So I have, so you see I've unlocked the first card because I was a little bit short, and then I went straight to the top. I have unlocked everything. So now I have the reduction on modules reroll and on the enhancement in the workshop. I have unlocked the adjustment for the orbs. This is very important for the strategy that I'm using, and it's helping me a lot. And my next goal is to unlock this, the damage cap slider, so I can start my runs with chain lightning on, and it's not going to wipe the whole maps for the first 2,800 waves. So right now, if I start with my chain lightning, I'm wasting about 15 to 20% of the total coin that I'm making from a run, which is not the end of the world, but it's still like a decent amount. And being able to adjust the attack will allow me to get those coins back. So that is just for me being lazy and want to be AFK. So I want to be able to have this so I can be AFK and I can live on my chain lightning since the beginning. So starting with my ultimate weapon, I have unlocked all ultimate weapon. I have very strong chain lightning that I haven't touched for a while. Smart missile, I have a low cooldown, but it's not well developed, especially on the damage, because I don't use that, but maybe that is going to change. I don't know. This is something that I'm not sure about, but right now I would not say that it's my priority for stones. I'm not investing any stones into my smart missile. Death wave, I'm not touching it. I recently increased the quantity from 2 to 3. That was 500 stones. I think that the next click, which is 850 stones, is way too expensive to be worth it, in my opinion. So I'm not going to touch it. I have the chronofield that is maxed, unless except the duration, which I miss 2 seconds to be able to fight with the battle condition. But as the battle condition starts to kick in, I think at wave 900, I'm losing 1 second, and I'm not really going above wave 900. This is not my priority right now. Like it doesn't really affect me for my performances, so I don't touch it. The landmine, this is only for a stun and to unlock the all the ultimate weapon, but I don't use it very much. My golden tower, so I have reduced the cooldown quite drastically since the last video. Same for the death wave, I have been reducing the cooldown. I really have been working on my economical side since the last video. That has been what I've been doing for the past 2 months, working on the economical side. Poison Swamp, I reduced a little bit the duration, but I stopped working on this. And then Black Hole, same thing, reduced the cooldown, increased the size a little bit. I'm going to explain why. And then my Spotlight, I haven't touched it for a while. So my Spotlight is just a 60-degree angle. That is including the 15% of the angle that I have on the module, and I have 4 beams. With the bonus, this is also including the things that are on my module, which is 15 multiplied by 15. In terms of Ultimate Weapon Plus, so I unlocked the light range, but I haven't developed it, so I will not consider that too much, because actually it's not increasing my damage by a lot yet, because it's not developed. I think the things that is the most noticeable is the Golden Tower to get the bonus combo. This is boosting my economy, and by far is the Chrono Loop. This is where I'm investing the majority of my stones. Right now it's level 5 out of 13, and if you have just one Ultimate Weapon Plus to unlock and work on, I will strongly suggest that you start with Chronofield. I will rank Chronofield even above Golden Tower. I mean, Golden Tower is good, but I think what Chronofield allow you to do, especially in terms of farm strategy and so on, is just way better. So I would say that if you just unlock the Ultimate Weapon Plus, my recommendation is just go for Chronofield Plus. This is completely insane. It's really good. Then the rest, I haven't unlocked everything. And by the way, I don't know if you know, but every time that you unlock a new Ultimate Weapon Plus, the next unlock is going to cost you more stones. So if I unlock like Charge Min, this one, then the next Ultimate Weapon Plus, such as Death Creep here, is not going to be for 975, is going to be for more than 1000 stones, probably like 1200. So the amount increase as you are unlocking more Ultimate Weapon Plus. So bear in mind this when you are choosing the one that you want to unlock first, because the next one is going to be more expensive. So regarding my workshop, for a very long time, for the people that are following me since a long time, I have been like a big hater of the wall. But I'm also a little bit stubborn, and I wanted to make the wall work, and I managed to make it work. I think it was mid-August, and for, let's say, a little bit more before mid-August, for almost a month, I've been farming with the wall as a Devo build, like a wall Devo build, and I was doing pretty fine. Like if you are looking at my stats, I was farming in T11. I was making 331 trillions per run, that are 8,000 waves. And so I managed to make it work. I think what really was a miss for me is the cooldown of my economical ultimate weapon were too low. So that was one of the things that was really pulling me down. And the second thing is that I don't have a nice sharp fortitude. I just have like a mythic plus, which is a big nerf versus an ancestral, because you don't have the substat of the defense percentage. The health regen was also lower. So that is something that didn't help me. And on the top of that, I didn't had high enough tone damage for the wall. And that's probably what led to me not being able to have a good one wall Devo build. So that's something that I managed to make work. And when I managed to make it work, the big next step that I wanted to be able to achieve was to farm in Glass Cannon. I'm investing a lot in Glass Cannon for the tournament, and what I don't like is that there is a difference between every time that I invest into health that is good for my farm, but it has no value for the tournament, and every time that I invest into damage, it has no value for my farm, but it's good for the tournament. And the fact that those two objective were not aligned is not something that I'm feeling comfortable with, because I want to be able to just have a clear idea on what I need to work for, and having a benefit that is providing me both my farm and my tournament. So I switched to a glass cannon, and what you are seeing here is my glass cannon build. So I maxed pretty much everything that can be maxed without spending like astronomical amount. So you see here, like I'm missing 100 level. I could do that, but I think that 450 trillions is a little bit high for something that is not going to provide me a lot of value. For the damage per meter here, same thing. It's like this is only 30 level. It's easy to do, and it's almost 300 trillion, way too much. Same thing here, and then those two things here, I just want to stay at level 1. So in case I move to the black hole digester, there will be things that will be increased passively. So that's my strategy. In terms of health, I just wanted to have a little bit of health, so I started with 5,800. Like the next 100 is decent amount for me, but I didn't want to invest in it, and I just put 0 on health, regen, and defense absolutely, because I absolutely don't care about EHP anymore. Landmine damage, I didn't put anything here, and wall health, wall rebuild, I didn't put a lot on both. I put a little bit, but I didn't put a lot. I could potentially leave it to, especially this one, leave it to level 1. I like the wall rebuild because the wall is doing some taunt damage. So potentially if there is like an enemy that is eating the wall, that is going to do like 10% of his health in damage. So if he is almost dead, then that is going to finish it, and I'm not going to get cheap on an energy shield. So wall rebuild is something that I like, so I can get the wall back to apply a taunt at least on one hit. And then here I go for a max on everything except enemy attack level skip, because I don't mind this anymore. And because I saved so much coins not working on this, I have been able to go further into enemy health level skip, which is great because this is realigning my tournament performance and my as I was saying, my farming performances. So now I will benefit a little bit more from ELS even through the skip, while before I was able to go above 51% just when I was going to die. So that was not benefiting me at all. Now I start getting a little bit of value of the ELS. Quick pause here to say that if you wish to support me, you can go into the creator code here and enter my name, Noobodytest, which is the name of the channel, and this is going to help me tremendously. The code is resetting every 30 days, so even if you have entered it once and you wish to continue to support me, you may have to enter it again. You can also add it into the online store, and by the way, you get way better value for your money online than through the apps. Thank you so much for the people supporting me, and I carry on with the video. In terms of cards, the number one mastery that I unlock is the damage mastery. Is a very simple one, but is providing you a flat amount of damage that is a boost, significant boost of damage, helping a lot in tournaments. So this is what I started with. Then after I went for the demon mode, because I have automatic demon mode that is proccing every time that I'm about to get killed, and I get an extra 300 wave, which was great for tournament because you don't need to have the research that is reducing the research of demon mode to 300, because you're not going to do 300 wave extra with this multiplicator. So it was in tournament. So that was completely okay. Now that I'm in the farm run using this one, I think having the research, and I think that's probably one of the one that I have, yes, this one, going down to the 300 wave is potentially way more worth it. Especially if this bonus is going to be increased through the research, then potentially I would need this. So that's why I start working on it. Then the one after I unlock this one, so I can get the passive amount of the module. This is pretty good. This is really on the long run. And then the two others that I unlock is the super tower. This is a massive boost of damage, especially when you have the research that is ticking for the super tower plus. So that's the research that I'm doing here. That is not max yet, but it's level 21 out of 30, I believe. Yes, it's here. Yeah, It's 21 out of 30, and it multiplied the amount of the super tower bonus by a flat amount, which is very good, because after the super tower is applying 35% of this bonus to also the ultimate weapon. And this is also working on the spotlight bonus, meaning that you really have an insane amount of damage multiplicator through the super tower. So this is very good to increase your damage. The problem is that it's only effective for 15 seconds, and then it's down for 30 seconds at the beginning. And as you are increasing the level, you are lowering this number. Today it's by 9 seconds, but the more I increase, the more this number is going to be lowered, and you can make the super tower being permanent, and this is completely insane. So that's a great boost of damage. And then last but not least, the wave accelerator. This is especially useful when you are transitioning to glass cannon, because you are doing shorter run. You need to have the amount of enemies that is increasing way quicker. So you get more cells, you get more coins because there is more enemies spawning, and you don't have to wait for wave 6000 to be at max spawn rate. You get it way quicker, and that is good because you get those maximum amount of coins per minute quicker. So this is helping tremendously for the farm. So that's the last one that I have unlocked. Regarding my setup to farm in Glass Cannon, you will find everything that you usually do in tournaments, so the attack speed, slow, but you have to include on the top of that everything that is providing coins. And this is why you need a lot of cards. So now you have the coins, ultimate crit chance, so this is all the things that needs to be done for the Glass Cannon. But you have enemy balance, so plasma cannon, demon mode. Now again, something, super tower, wave skip, energy shield, energy net, wave accelerator, berserk, intro sprint, and free upgrade. So here the problem with going to a glass cannon build is that really you need a lot of slots of cards to be able to sustain it. I started with 17 and that was too low. When I was in 17 card slot, I was not using intro sprint, and instead and I was switching the free upgrade with the extra orb. So that's how I managed to do it. But honestly, I was not feeling comfortable at all at 17 slot. I think it's doable, but you need more to be effective on the GC farm. So regarding my modules, I'm not going to pull that much modules anymore. That's why I'm saving my gems for the cards, as I mentioned. I think my modules are in an okay place right now. You can always get better modules, like more stars and so on, but they are pretty decent. I just reached the level 161, which is unlocking me my 6th substat. I almost had this on my economical one. I'm just missing one level, 500 shards, and then I will get it. And then now my shards are going to go through the modules that are as assist, so I can get a better bonus here, and this is going to help me. So potentially this one for economy, and then this one are my priority. But yeah, so that's right now on modules. I'm not going to keep pulling module heavily. I think it's okay for now. As you know, in general, I'm using a Dimension Core. This is what I recommend for the tournament, and then I am trying to use the home ship with the bonus that is here. See if it does. Another option could be the harmony conductor. The problem is that at epic quality is only 15%, so I'm not a big fan of this. So I'm doing some trials for the assist modules. For the economical ones, as assist for farm, I will potentially use the Galaxy Compressor. Another one could be the Black Hole Digester. And then for the tournament, I'm thinking of the Pulsar Harvest or potentially the Singularity Harness, increasing the damage by 2 for every thing that has been hit by the Flamebot. The problem is that I don't have a Flamebot. So this is something that I have in mind, but not yet. Then this is something that I keep for both farming and tournament. And this is also something that I keep for both farming and tournament. Regarding the substat, I learned a lot on substat, and actually super crit multiplicator is way better than super crit chance. So that's something that I learned. And also the damage per meter is a very nice stat if you have SL+. which, I mean, I have level 1, but is not well developed. So that's something also I keep in mind. This is something that I need to replace. I just don't have any more shards. On this, I mean, I have not worked on it. I have so many things that I need to work on, but I'm missing shards. And then here, I will need to have a better coins per kill bonus, because this is also to farm, so better coins is going to help. And for farm, what I do is that I keep this as a primary, and then this is becoming an assist. And this is quite important, because what I want is that I get all my nice stats that are for economical, and I get everything synchronized with minus 10 seconds, which is very important to farm. And then in parallel, what I want is I want to be able to hit the main target, to have the shock chance multiplied by 2 and the shock multiplicator double, and to go up to multiply by 5. And actually, when I've been able to have this as an assist module, I've been dealing way more damage to bosses and to the ray, the elite ray, that were really killing me. So this as an assist is really nice for me to farm in Glass Cannon. Research wise, I'm a little bit like everywhere, and I don't like the status I'm in, but that's how it is. So since I realized the super crit multiplicator is that great, I'm working on super crit multiplicator. It was level 10, it can go up to level 50, and I think I'm missing out a lot of damage from under looking at this research. So that is something that I've been recently put on. I did 2-3 levels, and I'm keep working on it. The next one is shard to shard, and because there is the assist module now, I think shards are becoming increasingly important to get. So I wanted to get more shards. It's a very long research. I think I started with 102 days worth of research. It's expensive and it's long, so it's been taking me a slot for a while. Then research demon mode. That's also something that I was underestimating in the past, but now that I'm farming, that's something that I probably want. So I want to finish it so I can move on to something else. So that is another thing that has been added up to my list. Spotlight missile, it's really something that I was underestimated, but as the max level, it goes down to 2 seconds to get a missile, which potentially can help me dealing with the fleet or the bosses. And right now, these are the pains for my my runs. So I'm trying this strategy with having the spotlight missile going very low, so I can actually kill quicker the fleet and the bosses and farm for a longer period of time. So that's why I'm working on this. And then finally, the super tower bonus, which is helping me for everything. So this is something that is a must-have, I think. So I'm keep running it. Yeah, basically this is what I have. On other things that I may consider, the research nuke is something that potentially I can work on a little bit. If I want to be in front of my mobile every time that there is a fleet that is about to spawn, and they spawn at a given wave, then I just nuke the fleet and I carry on. If the research rate is lower than the spawn rate of the fleet, that can be a good way to deal with the fleets, but it's not AFK friendly. So that is another thing that I have in mind, but I don't know if I'm going to work on it or not. The other things that I'm thinking of, because I have so many reroll shard problem right now, is to work a little bit more into the ban. So the cannon ban, the armor ban, and the generator ban. I already done a little bit of the core effect ban, but like this is something that will potentially help me a lot with my problem of shards. So that is another thing that I have in mind. Then I still have not completed the lab speed, which I know it's a shame, but yeah, it's only level 76. I mean, it's decent, but it's something that can be worked on. The lab coin, which is also nice, so I don't need to work on too much for the research. The research are very expensive, so having them a bit reduced is always good, but it starts to be quite high in terms of days. And then always the trinity of the glass cannon, so the damage, the attack speed, and critical factor. So those ones, they are a decent level, but I still can work on them. That's something that could be also improved. Damage per meter. I mean, there is so many things that at the moment I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed with all the things that I should be working on. Like orb speed is another thing that I wanted to finish, but I think there is things that are more important. Shockwave size, same thing. I wanted to finish it, but there is things that are more important. So, and then the coins per kill bonus. So, as you see, so many research and so little slot. So I try to take them step by step, but it's really something that at the moment is a bit triggering me. And then finally, another thing that I have in mind is the ban perks, because right now sometimes I don't get the perks that I want, and then it takes me so long to get the combo of the perks for economical farm that potentially banning a little bit of perks will help me getting the ones that I want quicker. So that's another thing that I have in mind, but like 23 days, it's like so long. So, and this is pretty much the end of the tour for my tower. That's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching, and I see you on the next video.